So if you note the categories, sometimes you will understand it is coming in both this is coming in both categories, and sometimes you will understand it is only referring to the consultation category. So in the next page, if you open the Sadaqah charity, that is the 1/5 of the. I've reduced all these people in these come to 9 categories. Sadaqah charity, that is the 1/5 ghanim profit and any amount of according to the means from your wealth. For the zakah, justification and tahara, purification of the self soul, to be distributing among the following categories. Before we read sadaqah means the charity, zakah means the justification of your wealth. This is sadaqah charity, and zakah is purification of your soul, of your psyche, of your nafs, and purer. The messenger will recite over you so that you purify and justify yourself. So these are the categories that you have to give. When you consult the messenger, you can give this to these categories. Fi sabilillah comes in both categories. Wabni sabil comes in both categories. No, so fi sabilillah is both categories, yes. Okay, both. Wabni sabil, fi sabilillah means in the way of Allah. Wabni sabil means sons of the way. Both categories. Lil fuqra, these are only poor. Comes under those under this only consultation category. Wal amilina, amilin means the people who works on charities. Wal muallafati qulubuhum, whose hearts are composed of the circles of the belief. Those people, the people whose hearts are composed means the circle of the belief, who have migrated and who are the settlers. Their hearts are composed. So they are in both categories. Wal masakin are in both categories. Wafir riqab is only in consultation categories. Wal gharimin is under the consultation categories. Wasai can come in both categories. Any person who asks, it is not mentioned in both categories, but it is mentioned. Anybody can ask at any time. He can come in that category. We can call him in that category. So now these were the two types of sadaqat. One is from your profit and one is from your consultation. Now Allah describes the behavior of those people who are involved in sadaqat, the charities. Who are involved in sadaqat charities, the behavior of the people in Surah Al-Baqarah 2 and 177 ayah, page 18. ليس البر أن تولوا وجوهكم قبل المشرق والمغرب ولكن البر من آمن بالله واليوم الآخر والملائكة والكتاب والنبيين وآتى المال على حبه ذوي القربى واليتامى والمساكين وابن السبيل والسائلين وفي الرقاب وقام الصلاة وآتى الزكاة والموفون بعهدهم إذا عاهدوا والصابرين في البأساء والضراء وحين البعث أولئك الذين صدقوا وأولئك هم المتقون. It is not righteous that you turn your faces to a qibla, that is the direction of belief, to the east and the west. But the righteousness is that he who believes in Allah and the last day and the angels and the book and the prophets, and upon his Allah love, he gives wealth to those who are qurba, the relatives, and to the yatama, the orphans, and to the masakin, the needy, and to the ibn sabil, the son of way, and the sa'ilin, those who ask, and those are in riqab, who are in slavery, and they establish salah, the prayer, and they give zakah, justification, and when they promise, they fulfill their promises, and they are patient in misery and harm, and during the time of misery, they are the truthful ones, and they are those who guard. Now in this big ayah, there are 2-3 portions, and what Allah is explaining is that first of all, Allah is explaining that people who live in the east or people who live in the west, there are different traditions and cultures. People who live in the west or people who live in the east, there are difference of cultures, difference of environment, different of their systems, way of dresses and their system, economic system, everything is different, east and the west people. So people make wars, or eastern people say we are better than the western, and the west people are saying we are better than the east. So why are you looking at the west and why are you looking at the east? So Allah says it is not righteous that you face the east, means you make the direction of the belief east as right. East and west are not right, or their cultures are eastern people or western people, doesn't make anything. It is not righteousness that you face east, makes a direction of belief to the east or to the west. The righteousness is that you establish the righteousness that who believes in Allah, number one, the last day and the angels and the book and the prophets. So this is an article of belief. What should be our iman? You will hear again and again people criticizing the West. I may have also done in a slip of tongue, but you cannot criticize West because in the West Muslims are living. Or West are criticizing the East. It is not righteousness. It is not right that you face the East, or it is not right you face the West. Qibla means the direction of belief. You start copying the culture of the East. They say we are Eastern, we should be restricted to our Eastern culture. Or we are Western, they say we have to restrict ourselves to our Western culture. Or Westernized or Easternized. These are nothing, or have no values. You have to believe in Allah and the last day and the book and the angels. This should be your belief. If you know what Allah is, His personality trait, He is above 99 attribute traits. What is the last day? What is going to happen on the last day? We have to give our account. What is the book? We have to know the book. What are the behavior of the angels? That we have to know. This is righteousness, and this should be our belief. Then it is our topic is here. وَآتَ الْمَالَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ, and he gives his wealth over the love of him, of Allah. Remember this. Claim that they love Allah the most. They love Allah the most. Actually, we love not Allah the most. We love our relations, our children, our wives and husbands, our parents, our the dear ones, our business. So Allah says, if you love Allah, so they say they give their wealth from the wealth, the 20%, they give this wealth for the love of Allah, the love of Allah. Because they love Allah so dear, so much, that they don't find anything. They just give it to the categories. They just give it. It's not theirs. They don't even think it is there, because 20 does not belong to them out of 100. Prophet, 80 is yours. 20 doesn't. So when Allah says, they'll do it for the love of Allah. So that is the description of those people who acts upon on the ayahs for the love of Allah. وَآتَ الْمَالَ عَلَى حُبِّهِ, they give the wealth over his love, upon the love of him. Dhabil qurba, these are the categories, is the relatives, and yatama wal masakin. Yatama means the orphans, masakin means the needy. Wabli sabi, the son of the wasain of riqab, and those who ask and those who are in slavery. So the main emphasis is that you have to give due to the love of Allah. That's the main emphasis in this ayat. The love of Allah. If you love Allah the most, you will give. No matter, nobody can stop you from. You will not even think it is yours. And charity, when given to somebody, you cannot go and ask the other day, I gave you so much amount, give it to me back. Charity once given is given. You can't even think of asking that charity back. So now, further it says, then you establish the salah and give zakah, the justification, wa'ata zakah. Wa'ata zakah, I told you the zakah justification, why you are giving sadaqah charity. Zakah is a justification of your act. Why I am giving this sadaqah charity, that is my act. So I give sadaqah charity, I give zakah, I justify my act, that is zakat. وَالْمُوفُونَ بِعَهْدِهِمْ إِذَا عَهَدُوا, and then when they promise, they fulfill their promises, and they are patient in misery and harm. During the time of misery, they are the truthfuls, and these are the people who do guard. So this is the description of muttaqeen. In the end, ulaika humul muttaqeen, they are the people who guard. But from our topic was that the people who are spending money onto the categories, they can only do so, or they will have, when they have strong love for Allah. If they love Allah, they will do it just like that. They will not think twice, because they know that this money does not, 20% does not belong to them. This is not halal for them. Allah says, eat from the ghanim which is halal for you. So they give it and they don't even think it.